Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the metals price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna see the gold, the silver, and today we're gonna see the platinum as well rather than the palladium because of course it's much requested from you in the comment section. So I'm gonna mix sometimes between palladium and platinum. So we're gonna see, of course, in the gold today, we have still, of course, as this impulse, the extended wave 3, and of course a deep sharp wave 4 as alternation between wave 2 and the wave 4. It's a very good alternation, I would say, zigzag and of course a flat over there. And we see, of course, starting here with this zigzag, we see something pushing for higher potentially here as diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Still potentially unfolding here for the gold, looking for a wave 5 probably, of course, in case this is your wave 4 because it's the lowest low so far and you barely hit the perfect fib level for a wave 4. However, it is for me very short wave 4. I prefer to see, of course, a wave 4 diving deeper inside the blue box, and in times this is a perfect time in case it's gonna happen before unfolding something as a wave 5. The wave 5 target has to be, of course, the following target, which it should be between, of course, the 0.618 and the 0.618 here, which it, of course, in confluence with this 1-to-1 fib level taken from the ABC, which is our second scenario here that we are looking for. I'm going to explain. Meaning, right now, if this is a diagonal, of course, as a wave 5 here unfolding in the orange scenario as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, you would like to hit, of course, between these targets. But the 1-to-1 fib level belongs to the A, B, and a C over there. This ABC here is something, of course, as a regular flat, which is corrective wave, meaning, of course, you are looking at 3 ways up, 3 ways down, W, X, and Y, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. What is higher possibility so far is a wave 4 here because it looks like a triangle. You didn't took the low yet, and we're ranging sideways in zigzags. And that means when you get a wave 4 over there as a potential impulse, that brings, of course, higher possibility for an impulse there, which is a wave C, meaning the ABC here might be, of course, playing much more than a diagonal so far. In case, of course, the price dive deeper and gets this blue box for a wave 4 in the orange, which is it is your diagonal, therefore, yes, okay, we can call something as ending diagonal here, finishing up, of course, the things for the gold. So therefore, both case scenario is going to finish up between the 4K 337, 4K 385, which it might be, of course, taking the all-time high here in a few dollars. And that means, of course, by taking it in a few dollars, that means, of course, very likely to happen that because, of course, the ending diagonal here is first in zigzags, not impulses, meaning you cannot expect like 1, 2, 1, 2, and then pushing wave 3 toward the upside. So yes, it's going to be the end over there. And we might expect, of course, a very massive push toward the downside as a deep correction, especially after this extended wave 3. Deep wave 4, short wave 5. This is exactly what happens after a wave 3 above the 4.618 Fibonacci level. And that is, of course, very massive. So expect, of course, a drop, of course, for a deeper correction there. Yep, in both case scenario, also, if you finish up here in a wave C, ABC, well, that means you are in a bigger correction here already. You're looking for 3 waves to push, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level as a regular flat again, and then pushing toward the upside, meaning also a deep correction might be, of course, starting from this level, which is, of course, the 1-to-1 there. Yep, so these are the possibilities for the gold. To recap, I'm expecting, of course, on the micro level, one more push for the gold here for new all-time high, and then after it, we drop down, guys. Okay, in both case scenario, deep correction. Of course, we come back later, but we need to visit this area, 3,700 and around it. For the silver, we are looking also at an impulse here, where we're still looking at a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, wave 2, and you're looking for a wave 3 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished, and then wave 4 and a 5 probably, or it is an extension, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave 3, of course, in the in the yellow count here. And this wave 5, obviously it is an expanding diagonal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 4 interfering with the zone 1, but we push for higher, which is very rare to happen, by the way. But for the silver, the silver likes it. Okay, he likes the expanding diagonals as finishing up the waves. Now, basically, we mentioned on the 1 hour chart here, we are in a potential double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, and we start to see a confirmation for higher here after our testing area. So we got, of course, our testing area perfectly hit, and we saw a perfect reaction from there, and we start to see, of course, kind of like a corrective wave here. And now we are see, of course, confirmation for potential higher prices. Well, actually, even I prefer this confirmation right now to be a little bit higher, knowing that yes, it might be unfolding, but I believe that this 1 2 is playing 1 2 already there, and you have a potential another 1 2, and you're looking for 3 4 5. The target are still the same here for the silver. I'm looking for these blue boxes, and in confluence I would like to take this zone, which is minimum $60 for the silver. So it can be, of course, diagonal 1 2 3 4 5. It can be a huge impulse 1 2 3 4 5 as well. But of course, this target is to be watched for the silver there, which is in confluence between, of course, the wave 1 and of course the wave 1 taken from here based on the wave 3 to give us, of course, this target in precision. And also as an expanding diagonal, wave 5 target normally are also this major target 1.618, 1.38. So we're gonna see, of course, exactly what's gonna happen there. Target to be watched, of course, for the silver is this one. Now let's see platinum. For platinum XPT USD here, we of course did a little bit for platinum there, but basically it's of course not so much to say about the chart here, other than being, of course, ABC. Obviously, we have reached and we have analyzed this before, and we mentioned that this, of course, might be an ABC and can be, of course, something else. However, I'm a little bit tending here to be much more as an ABC, and that because, of course, of this 3 waves toward the upside here. And you can see, of course, in case you want to count it as something as double 1 2 is a little bit hard to say because, of course, 1 ABC wave 2, you took the low here, so you cannot really say 1 2 1 2. Yeah, therefore it is a 3 waves finished potential A B 3 waves, and you're looking here for a wave C. Now, yes, the 1 to 1 fib level is hit, which it can be, of course, without finishing the impulse, by the way, because this is a 1 2 here potentially, another 1 2, and 3 4 5 4 5, right? You are around the 1 to 1 fib level, but you don't see any kind of a wave 4 reflecting, of course, or alternating here for a wave 2. Not yet. That means this is a single push toward the upside as an impulse. I believe 1 2 3 4 and a 5 finished, and you still require double 1 2. So I'm gonna label this, in case, of course, we are in this scenario, as a potential 1 W, X, and a Y, potentially here 1 2, and finished impulse 3 4 and a 5. And that means, of course, you're still looking here for something higher. And also you have another 1 2 A, B, and a C expanding flat, a 3 4 and a 5. And you're looking, of course, for this potential blue scenario to finish a wave C there. Now, the wave C, if it's gonna happen just like that, well, okay, we start to be something in a new psychology potentially here, or you are in a huge W, X, and a Y. So W, X, and a Y here can be, of course, and can be finished. Be careful. Okay, can be finished. Why? Because you might be in 3 ways up, 3 ways down, 3 ways up here, finished potentially as an impulse, like A, B, and a C here. It can be, of course, W, X, and a Y, wave B, and wave C, given finishing at 1 to 1 fib level and dropping down. If we dive a little bit inside it, of course, now you are still very corrective here, and you're still looking at an impulse. And this impulse, of course, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can unfold something for higher, right? Still can be finishing up here the wave 3 because it has to. It has to be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. So I'm still expecting a little bit higher, but honestly, I don't see it as a perfect yet, as a perfect impulse toward the upside in general. So be careful with platinum, and that's why, of course, it's not so much often analyzed more than the palladium. Palladium is showing a little bit much more bullish stance and direction toward the upside. This one is okay, it's fine, of course, you might be, but there is a risk for a wave C or a wave Y. I don't see yet a new psychology because a new psychology probably can start from there, but I doubt it, guys. Okay, it can be, of course, that you have finished W, X, and a potential Y here as a triangle. So I'm gonna also mention this, by the way. You might be in a big triangle here, okay, as a big W, X, and a Y. This is totally different scenario, okay, which is bullish, meaning you start a new psychology from there, okay, and platinum has started a potential impulse as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe as ABC, but you don't have the data yet, so we cannot call it so much. Be careful. Yep, so that was it for the metals, gold, silver, and platinum. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.